Hi, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. So I'm going to be setting up my new planner for 2025. So I am going to be moving out of my Epi Leather Louis Vuitton Agenda and personal size into my Damier Ebene or Ebene. And this is what's going to be rocking with me for the month of January. So I'm going to leave this still set up. I still do have the remainder of December in here. So I'm going to be moving into a completely new agenda and we're starting from scratch. So if you are not new to my channel, you will have seen me set this up before. I know a lot of these do not lie very flat, but they are moldable in that sense where, you just kind of have to keep playing with it, and then eventually, as you can see, it will lay flat. So let's get started with my 2025 setup. So I do have all my inserts here on the side, and I do have all of my dividers here and some decor and dividers that I did create, which I will go through. So let's start here with what I'm going to be like my categories. So for 2024, I did a recap of how I was using my personal size, and I will be using it for the exact same thing. This will be my catch-all planner, and I have it set up right now. So I did create these dashboards or dividers, I should say, with using Dollar Tree chopping mats. So this is just an extra, just clear. So here is my monthlies. As you can see here, I was able to create these using my Dollar Tree chopping mats. I used, I believe, 2 or 3. And for me, $1.25 a piece. They cut great. I do have a big mandolin, I believe that's what it's called, cutter, so I can use that. And then I have one that you actually slice, or you can cut it by hand if you have a steady hand. Trace it out, use old dividers, which I did as a template, and then I did this. So I have here on the side my month. I now have my week, which I did have in my previous. But what I did as additional pieces was I put in a fitness in tab, a social media tab for, anything social media related. I have my finance tab, and then I have a notes section. What I love is that I used my Brother P-Touch printer, so I can move this around in terms of priority and where I want to have them. So I'm just going to put these inserts in. I think let's just open it up and I can put them in this way. And then I will close it back. But what I can show you is that I keep all of my inserts here. I put slits in them so that way I don't have to keep opening and closing my rings. So I'm going to show you what I am going to be using for 2025, which I did in previous videos. But these inserts are from Amazon. I have here my 2025 calendar, and I'm just going to take out the first bit and January. I am not going to use probably this yearly overview. I don't love the color, but I don't hate it either. But I definitely don't need this reference page. And as you could see, it had inserts up till December of 2024, which was fantastic. But I didn't use it. I could have, but that's not what I needed. So here you go. You can go all the way up to December. So I'm just going to keep in this December 2024 because it is attached to the first week of the month there, as you can see. So, and with this, you get basically your monthly inserts. So you have your January, and then you get your full week. So it is a full planner. So I'm just going to take my January and put this in. I should have probably cut these inserts, right? So I'm not going to use these. And as I said, all I do is take my scissors, and those scissors I don't think are going to be big enough. So I do have massive scissors. So these can cut through all of my inserts. I just add like little slits here. And you just make sure your papers are lined up, and do use a sharp scissors because as you can hear, you need them to be well and sharp. So this is what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to take my January, put it here. And that way I can jump straight to my monthly calendar. And then for my week, actually I should have did it like this. So that's the thing. The way it is set up, you basically have it here, your December. Then technically it would go into the month here. Let's see. And then here you would have your week. So I definitely would have to keep those inserts. The week will technically start now on the 6th of January, and that's fine. And then for the next month, as you can see here, so you would have to keep the previous month, which is, I think, a little frustrating. Like, I wish they just had made this just a front, like, and I'm just noticing that now, where they just would have made it, you know, the February calendar, because you will need to keep the previous month, as you can see here, or once you're done with this first week, get rid of it. But I will just probably keep 2 or 3 months like I was last time in here anyway, so it shouldn't be an issue. And yeah, so that's just a heads up. I'm going to link whatever I can remember to link, or you can check out my previous like hits and miss video that probably would go before this as to where I purchased all of these. As I said, they were purchased from, as I said, Amazon. So that is it. So basically, as you could see, you technically would need to, you're missing your, like the end of the month in here if I don't put in my February, which I'll see as I go along if I need to add it like right away, or technically I could just put in the first page, and that way I have, you know, that month. I could do that too. So we'll see how it goes. As I said, that's a little bit of a bummer because technically most people will just put in all their inserts all at once. But for me, I like to do month to month to see what's working and not working and set up like for a new month for new motivation. So let's leave that the way it is right now and move on to the next section. So I'm going to be tracking my fitness in here. So what I think I'm going to use is going to be this month on 2 pages. So I even think I may use this for my social media, like this with the lines. That might work out better, or let's see. So, or let's use this for my fitness actually. So I'm planning with you and sorting it out with you and trying to see what's going to work best for me going into the new month. So here you go. You have all these like file of fact sheets with the religious holidays and information, and then you go into your month. So I'm going to take out most of these inserts that come with the front of it, and I'm just going to grab the month of January and see. As I said, they were smart. They put the notes here so I can just grab one month at a time. I don't need a whole, you know, month section. So let's add the slits. And this one is going to be my view for my fitness. And this way I can track all of my workouts here for the month and see them as I go along. So I'm just going to put this in. And then that way I have, as I said, my monthly overview for the month of January. And then you have, as I said, your month view, and that's January 2025. So that will be my fitness here. And then my next inserts is going to be for my monthly, and that is a monthly for 2 pages, and it looks like this. And I'm going to use that for social media. And as I go along, I'm not afraid to pivot, change it up, see what works best, and go from there. So here's the other dilemma when you have it like this. What I possibly could do is just put in all of the months, because I'm going to have a lot of space in here. So let's cut this and maybe just put my whole calendar year. That way I can just plan for social media ahead of time, which I think this may work. or I may use this as just for, no, I think I am going to use it for that. So let's put some slits in here. I'm going to take out all of the front pages, as you can see, that come with the Filofax. And let me cut it and come back. Okay, so I've cut all my papers here. I'm going to put in January starting here. And I think I will probably end up putting the whole month in here for like the previous one I just set up, because it's not going to be very thick because it is only on one page. So I'm going to cut that as well and come back. Okay, so I did make that adjustment for the fitness section. I am going to put in the whole year, and I still have lots of room in here. So I have now my January set up, and I can jump right in here, and then I have the whole of the year, and just like, let's put that in there. So next I'm going to go into my finance section, and I'm going to add those inserts in. So let's go into these inserts. All of these I'm going to put in just another little binder I have that I have inserts in currently. I'm just going to grab 12 of these sheets. That way I can just have enough for the year, and then I can put some stickers on here for the month. They are weeklies, but I'm going to be using them for monthlies. So let's see, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's just do 6 months to start with. And same thing, let's put some slits in here. That way it's easily accessible. Honestly, now that I'm looking at these Filofax inserts, the paper is very thin. So if this one doesn't feel so bad compared to this one. Like, this feels a little heavier. And maybe that's because it's their minimal line, so it's definitely maybe a little better quality, but I'm just going to pop these here, and then I'm going to add my dashboards and all my decor at the end. Here is my notes section, which I am just going to add some blank paper. Same thing, just personal size paper I purchased from Amazon some time ago, and I'm just going to put those in here. So this is my current setup. So I'm going to have here my monthly. As I said, I don't love this front page, but I will technically, you know what, I technically don't need this. So let's take it out. This is just the yearly overview. So I'm just gonna put that aside for now and not use that. And I am going to, yeah, we're gonna save that for another time if I am interested in it, but not right now. And let's get into all the decor pieces that I'm going to put in here in terms of like dashboards. Okay, so I have here my, so this would be December, and then it'll go into January, as you can see. So I did print off some items on Canva. So here is my 2025 calendar. This was like a freebie on there. So I just printed off on some vellum, which I typically do, and I'm just gonna layer it with some cardstock. So I'm gonna put this here instead of the other one. I technically could still use that other one and just put that as the back, because I feel like that kind of Tiffany blue would look pretty still with the brown, but let's see. So I'm going to put this one here, and then that is what it looks like. So, because I probably will still be in my December in this planner here. So do I want to keep it? Okay, let's just leave it. But then that looks kind of wonky, right? Because it's like basically half of the calendar. So let's do this. Let's just put that there. Where is the other side of January? That's weird. I meant of December. Oh, December's here. So technically, it doesn't matter. You still would have to have a month of not having your insert technically. But if I want to put some recaps, maybe I can do that. I can back plan in here. So for what it's worth, let's just leave all these inserts in, maybe. What do you think? Should I back plan? Then I can actually put all of maybe my content here that I had previously put in 2024. That might be a good idea because it goes all the way back to like July. Okay, let's put it in. We got room for it, so let's put it back in here. And as I said, this is my process with you, showing you how I'm kind of thinking about planning out my months. And this is not anything for me written in stone. So I still have lots of room, so all my inserts can fit. And let's leave it like that. So 2025, it would have the 2024 that I could back plan in, which I think I might do that. I think I might put all my like social media videos here, and then that way I can have like, okay, well, what did I post then? And then go into 2025. Yeah. And then I'd have my first week, or technically it's second week because it would start here. And then go from there. So, and then here you have the last week of January. And then I would put in February, obviously before January is done. So I'm going to add in some more decor here. Let's add some of these in here and layer it. So I do have some pictures. Everything I make on like Canva, and I take pictures from Pinterest. So that is what that is. So I'm just going to put this here and layer it. And I think that's pretty. And then for my month, I don't usually put anything. I think for my fitness, let's put something here. I think what I'm going to do is maybe print off something that is more fitness related to keep me inspired. So I might leave that off. And I'm going to put this one in for my social media. And then for my finance, I'm going to put this, which is, I just wrote on here, determined and consistent. And it just says, do not fear, for I am with you. And this is Isaiah 41:10. And then it says, my cup runneth over, which I needed to do in 2025. So let's put this back in here. And then I'm going to put this last one here just to separate my note section. And that is what it looks like. So this is the current setup. As you see, I like to put that dashboards actually before this tab, but let's see, I'll just put it before the tab. And if I want to, I can always like change it up. So that is what it looks like. And social media is here. As I said, this paper is quite thin. If you are looking for something, I may actually change this out and maybe put my social media here, like where it says month, and switch this to something else. Like I might put home here. So this might be social, and then I think I might change that to home. So let's do that, and then I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I wanted to clean up a little bit of this area, find some of my Happy Planner memory keeping books, as well as get some whiteout in order to put in my dates. So I'm going to show you all of that. So basically I went in and I kind of tweaked how I wanted it set up. So let's do a quick like recap. So I did leave this as a month, but I will be using like this monthly for my social media. So I'm going to be doing that instead. So that will be my monthly calendar. And then I have the next section going to be my weekly inserts, then going into my home section, which I will probably put most of my upcoming, my son's upcoming like soccer, like dates and stuff like that. So I'm going to use this calendar instead, which is the 1 month. And then I can make notes here for any upcoming doctor's appointments, anything, any doctor's appointments that I'm going to bring my mother to. And then it will go into the next month, which will be my fitness calendar. So I ended up switching that around, and I'm going to use this for my fitness calendar. I think this size will be a little bit better. And then going into my finance section here, then I just have about 6 months calendars. And let's add, I had an extra dashboard. Where did I throw that to? So I find that dashboard, I'm just going to add that in here, which was just a clear dashboard, but I don't see where I put it. So let's just leave that for now. And that way I can have, and this is why I think I like to put the inserts like in front, because then I can use this as, you know, a harder like surface in order to like write on. So let's do that. And that's the thing with why I love just putting slits in it. That way I can take things in and out like easily. And then I'm going to show you how I'm going to date this. So technically these are like weekly inserts, but what I'm actually going to do is use my whiteout tape. And I have these happy planners here. And as you can see, so if you have any of the older memory keepers, keeping planner books, which are quite old now. Let's see if it even has a date. So this is from like 2017, it says. So these are fabulous because as you can see at the back, they have all the dates, so you can redate everything and change out all of your inserts. So I think I might want to use some of these ones here, and that way I have all the months. So I'm going to put, I think, January here. And let's put February. And then I will do the rest off camera, but I just wanted to give you an idea of how I go about redating things and using up my stash of items. So as you can see, they fit in perfectly. So that will be my monthly finance tabs, and then goes into my notes section, as you can see there. So yeah. So that is it. So this is what it will look like for 2025. I have some inserts, some other items in here that I will be carrying over into this month, into this agenda or planner for 2025, and I'll keep you guys updated. So that is my initial setup right now for my happy planner. I meant my happy planner, using my happy planner sticker book and my personal size planner. I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely check me out. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and then I will see you guys on another video. Bye.